Morning, afternoon almost. Get started in child's pose. So bring your knees wide, forehead to the mat, toes kiss together. And take your knees as wide as you want. Let the space of your belly just release. And we'll take several breaths here to start to center yourself, set an intention of your own or one that I'll offer. Taking some big breaths through the nose. Maybe some sighs out the mouth. As you sigh, feel the belly release. Finding this place of stillness, of privacy. With the kids, I call it mouse pose. So imagine you're quiet as a mouse. You don't want a lion or a snake to catch you. Jon Kabat-Zinn says, I'm just trying to be myself, whatever that means, and recognize how fleeting it all it is, and what a love affair it all is. So just being yourself during the practice. Of course, I'll offer plenty of shapes and traditional and non-traditional yoga postures, but you don't have to do any of them. You can always come back to this place right here, this home base of yoga. Your child's pose. Staying still, or start to reach your fingers as far forward as possible and just tent your fingertips, lifting the palms. So just your fingertips are on the ground. And just notice how that engages the forearms. You can keep the forehead down, or the head relaxed, the neck relaxed. And then maybe with that little bit more space in the upper body, you shift the weight, shift the hips, rocking a little side to side. Then when you're ready, palms back down, forearms connect to the mat, keeping the elbows down if you can. Draw your chest, your heart forward, snaking forward into a Sphinx type pose, but stay on the knees. And take some cat-cow from your tabletop variation. So forearm, tabletop, cat-cow. It's going to be a small movement. There's not that much space here. You can tap out the tops of the feet if that feels good. And from here, just play with the tented fingers. Maybe you tent one side, maybe you tent both, and just notice how that engages the arms in a different way. Bring the palms down, bring the elbows up, so you're now in tabletop. So knees and hips in line, and start your traditional cat-cow. But if you'd like, again, add the tent of one finger, switching sides, left and right, or both fingertips. And notice how it feels to get a little lighter through the hands as you undulate the spine. Palms can stay lifted, or you can lower them back down. And then go ahead and take it into a more organic cat-cow, maybe some belly rolls, some hoops of the spine, some side cat-cow, neck rolls. Take about 8 breaths to move more intuitively here. If you're choosing to use my playlist or your own, go ahead and get some music going. Maybe close the eyes. Maybe tap out the feet again. Or tap the fingertips if you haven't tried that feeling yet. A few more breaths, deepen the breath, slow down the inhales and the exhales. Maybe slow down your movement or speed it up. See how playing with different tempos feels in your body. Or if you do have music going, you could connect it to the beat. And after one more cycle, start to find your tabletop again. With the palms right under the shoulders, inhale, reach the right arm up, stretch the fingers to the sky, ball up the fist and make little circles with the wrists, rolling out the wrist. And then start to thread the right arm under the left, but then unthread it back to the ceiling. 2 more times like that, threading and unthreading. And then when you feel ready on your third or fourth time, thread all the way through to thread the needle, right shoulder, right ear, right temple to the mat. Left hand, again, fingertips content, like a little spider. You could reach your left hand forward. You could press it onto your right palm. You could wrap it behind the back. You could stretch the left foot behind you, maybe cover the toes, playing with the balance. Lots of options. Take 2 big breaths into the back body. And then if your left leg is lifted, lower the left knee down, plant the left palm, roll all the way out, reach your right hand to the sky. And then right palm down, tabletop. Take a breath here. And we'll move to the second side. So stretch your left arm to the sky, open up your chest, roll your left shoulder back, roll the left wrist around, let the head and the neck relax. And then start threading and unthreading several times, 2 or 3 times, taking your left arm under the right armpit and drawing it back up. When you feel ready, thread the needle all the way through, left ear to the mat. Maybe tap the right fingertips, maybe stretch the right toes behind you, leg long or hovering the toes off the mat. One more breath. Start to unravel, right hand, right knee plant, left arm to the ceiling, and left hand down. We're going to do a lot on our hands and knees in all yoga classes, but definitely today, a lot of balance. So flip your one palm and then maybe the other for a little wrist stretch. Just gently putting a little more weight into the front of the palms of the hands. And then maybe flip the palms to face you one at a time, or both, if that feels okay. Gently putting more weight into that. Maybe the palms face away from you, to the left and the right on your mat. Maybe you take little circles, massage the wrist. You could always practice on your fist if the palms or the wrists are feeling any aggravation. Support yourself. You could always practice on the forearms. Okay, tabletop. Take your whole body in a circle. So back towards a variation of child's pose. Hips go all the way back and around. 3 circles in one direction. Shifting the weight in your palms and your kneecap. 3 circles in the other direction. Keep breathing. Tabletop. Tuck your toes. Press into the palms. Index fingers facing forward. Fingers spread wide. Lift and hover the knees and shins. Hovering tabletop. Engaging the core, building some heat internally. Step your right leg long behind you. Left foot plank. Step your right knee in. Left knee in, but hover the knees off the mat. And then take the left leg back and the right leg. Alternating, slowly holding plank, reach crown of head forward, heels back, lift the thighs. Then step left knee in, hovering, right knee in. Keep going from this little hovering table to plank position at your own pace. The slower you go, the harder it is. Your core has to engage, but you could also play with speeding it up. Alternate which leg leads forward and back. Stay with it. You can always come to the fist or the forearm plank. You can always find your child's pose. See if you can keep the hips steady. Take one more round. Slow it down. Next time you're in plank, hold plank. Take a breath. If you lower your knees, meet us in plank. Everybody, knees down, bend the elbows, chest and chin to the earth. Forearms down for Sphinx pose. So elbows down, draw your chest forward. Forearms are like a number 11. Roll the shoulder blades back. And then exhale to the belly. Make your way to downward facing dog and move it around. First dog of the practice. Probably the first dog of your weekend or your day, your morning or your evening. Pedal the legs, shake the head out. Wag your tail. Couple more breaths of movement, and whenever you feel ready, you can start to find a more still downward facing dog. And then begin to walk your feet wide as the mat for a wide down dog. Maybe bend the knees here, lift the hips higher, straighten the legs and the heels behind you. Feel the space. And then walk your left hand a little more towards the center of the mat. Inhale, shift forward to plank and reach your right arm alongside your right ear, like you're shaking someone's hand. You're in a three-legged position. Even out your hips. So the tendency is to lean to the right. So draw your left hip up. And then reach up and back for a twisted down dog. Right hand can touch the thigh, behind the calf or the ankle. And we're going to continue. You can stay and hold, or inhale, shift forward to that three-legged plank, reach your right arm forward. Exhale back, twisted down dog. Keep going, inhale forward. Exhale back. Take a couple more at your own pace. And then we'll all pause and hold. Next time you're in your down dog position, hold the twist. Look under your left armpit. Use your right hand to draw you further to the left, twisting the spine. All right, downward facing dog, 2 palms down. Take a full breath here before we take the second side. Walk your right hand a little more towards the center of the mat. Inhale, shift your weight towards plank pose and lift and hover your left arm alongside the ear. Stretch the left fingers forward. Keep the hips even with the floor if you can. And then hips high, reach left hand back. Maybe just touching your thigh, your shin, or all the way to your foot or ankle. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, hips back. Keep going. Beautiful. Next time you find yourself reaching back, stay and hold the twisted down dog. Look under your right armpit. Relax the head and the neck. Reach the heels back. Twist a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your feet and your hands to about hip width distance again. Hips width, shoulder width distance. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Lower the knees, chest and chin again. This time take cobra. So maybe starting in Sphinx, but lifting the elbows off the ground, keeping the toenails pressing into the mat. Exhale, release to your belly. And choose how you want to get to down dog. Maybe it's through a child's pose, maybe it's through a tabletop, maybe you press up through plank, downward facing dog. From down dog, shift forward to plank. Shoulders and wrists are even with each other. Roll the heels to the left, toes to the right. Repeat, keep the palms down. So feel that side body stretch. Inhale, heels back to center. Heels to the right, toes to the left. Keep plugging your palms to the mat. Inhale, center. Take that one more time. Heels and feet roll left. Heels to center, plank. Heels to the right. Hands stay connected to the mat. Inhale, center. Exhale, down dog, hips high. Inhale, reach the right leg high, bend the knee, open it up. Scorpion dog, maybe roll that ankle out a little bit. And then draw your right knee towards your right elbow. Three-legged dog, scorpion dog, open up the hip. Extend the right heel high and draw the right knee towards the nose. Three-legged dog. Twice more, knee towards nose. Three-legged down dog. One more time, knee towards nose and step forward. Your runner's lunge. Lower your back knee, low lunge. And peel your right arm open for the twist. Left hand down, roll the right shoulder back, relax the head and the neck. Get really light through your left fingertips. So tent your fingertips, your palm is lifted, and then lift up through reverse and back, exalted. So the twist in the spine, left arm up, right hand back. Stay here, or maybe curl the hands down, tap the fingertips, and reach through your twist up and back. A couple more times like that, if you'd like. All right, next time your left hand is down, bring your right hand down, squaring your hips and your shoulders back to the top of the mat again. Make sure your back toe is untucked, so the top of the foot is pressing down. We're going into arrow lunge. So lift your left knee off the ground. This might be enough for you right here. Maybe keep tenting your fingertips, get light through your fingers, maybe arms rise. It's pretty intense. So just see how it feels. Relax the shoulders down the back. 2 breaths. You could keep your hands down. Exhale, everybody hands down. Untuck the back toes, pyramid. So walk the back foot in, 2 straight legs, folding over your right leg. Square the shoulders and hips, maybe hands to the hips to facilitate that. Relax the head. You can always have your hands on blocks, water bottles, or on the shin. You can always tent the fingertips to find a little more space in the spine. Head heavy. See how it feels to lift the toes, spread the toes, and then lower them to the mat. And then find a cross-legged forward fold. So left foot comes behind the right. Forward fold at the top of the mat. The outside of the feet are lined up with each other. Head is heavy. Walk your hands a little to the right. Walk your hands a little forward. And then 2 feet beside each other, forward fold, find ragdoll, a little bend to the knees or a deep bend to the knees and sway side to side. Release the hands, take a halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold, plant through the feet, rise up, mountain pose. Press the palms at heart center and bring them to your chest. Close your eyes. Roll the shoulders back, lift the toes, spread them, lower them back down. Take a full round of breath. Maybe an audible exhale, sigh it out. Exaggerate the breath one more time like that. Big inhale. All right, get gentle with your knees. So bend your knees a little bit. Inhale, rise the arms up, and exhale, fall. And you can exaggerate the movement. You could bring your arms behind you, your chest lowers. You could bring your arms to the side. As you inhale, lift. As you exhale, let it go. Maybe you come all the way towards a forward fold. Just letting your arms, your breath lead you. Maybe closing the eyes. Take 1 or 2 more and then end with a forward fold. Hang and forward fold when you're done. Take a flat back, lift the chest forward, hands to the shins or the thigh. Plant the palms, step back. Option for a vinyasa this time. You could lower knees, chest, chin, or shift the weight forward. Exhale, lower to 90. Roll over the toes, up dog or cobra. Down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, bend the knee, open up, roll the ankle out, scorpion dog. Draw the left knee towards the left elbow. And back to scorpion dog. 3-legged dog, straighten the left leg. Left knee towards nose. Exhale back, 3-legged down dog. Again, knee towards nose, use your core. Exhale back, 3-legged dog. Last time, draw it forward and step it into your runner's lunge. Lower your back knee, low lunge variation, right hand down, left hand up for the twist. Start to tent your fingertips, little spider hands, right palm lifts. And then rise up through the twist, up and back, exalted. Stay and hold here, or gently tap your right fingers down and reach up and back. There's not a ton of space to move. We'll take this later. from a different stance, a higher lunge, so that we have a little more space. But this time, you don't have to focus so much on the balance with your back knee down. All right, next time your right hand comes down, left hand down, square the hips and the shoulders again to the front of the mat. Press the back foot, top of the back foot down, and lift your right knee off the ground. Tent your fingers if they're not already tented, get really light for the fingers, and then rise up into your arrow lunge. One more inhale. Exhale, hands down, step forward, pyramid pose. Feet can be a little wider if you wish. You can have a little soft bend to the left knee if you feel like you're hyperextending. Come back to your breath. Maybe lift the toes and feel how that engages the shins, the legs, lower the toes back down. One more inhale. Right foot behind the left, slide the outer edges of the feet towards each other for a cross-legged forward fold. Keep the head hanging heavy. Walk the hands a little forward, a little to the left. Draw the hips over the heels. And then 2 feet parallel, forward fold. Maybe hands behind the nape of the neck this time, or hands behind the back. Your choice of a forward fold. It could be a ragdoll again. Three more breaths. When you're ready, release the hands. Half lift, flat back, long spine. Plant the palms. Step, or you can hop with bent elbows, softening the elbows into your plank, your vinyasa, or straight to downward facing dog. You can always skip that. From down dog, take a full breath. Exhale. Inhale fully. Let it go. Look forward, shift forward, plank again. Heels to the left, toes right. This time, right hand to the sky, side plank variation. Stay here or stack the right foot on top of the left. Stay here or hover the right foot. Maybe reach the right arm over the ear to extend the pose. Feel the stretch in the right side body. Option again, stay here or elbow towards knee. Bend the right elbow, right knee towards each other. Couple little crunches. Whether you're doing that or not, step the top foot towards the middle of the mat. Or if you were just in the back, you can heel toe that right foot towards the center of your mat. Toes are pointing to the right. Lift the hips, reach the right arm overhead. Exhale, right hand comes down towards the feet, hips lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more. And release. Make your way to plank, vinyasa, down dog, child's pose, whatever you need to get back to downward facing dog. Reset in down dog. Notice your breath. We're going to take that on the other side. Inhale, plank. Exhale, heels to the right, toes left. Inhale, left arm up, stacking the shoulders. You could keep the left foot in front of the right for more balance, or stack the feet, or hover the left foot. Everybody, left arm reaches up over the ear towards the front of your mat. Maybe bend elbow towards knee, crunching. You could always do this from the forearms or the fist with that right hand. One more crunch, and then step the left foot forward or heel toe the left foot. So the left knee is bent, left toes pointing to the left. Lift the hips, left arm over the left ear. Exhale, lower the hips, lower the hand. Keep going. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Make your way through the vinyasa, planting the left palm down, stepping the left foot back. Go through your flow. Take a full breath in down dog. And then as you're ready, right leg lifts. Step forward, high lunge. You can always stay in low lunge with the back knee lowered. Inhale the arms up, right knee over ankle, shoulders over hips. Maybe widen the stance for the balance. Soften right hand and face the jaw. Lift the back thigh, left thigh, so the leg is straight and strong. And then open to the twist. Left arm forward, right arm back, peel open. Take it to reverse, exalted, right hand down, left arm up. You can stay here, or like we did from low lunge, gently curl your left hand down. See if without touching the ground, you just hover your left hand into that twisted posture and then reach up and back. So it's a hovering twist into your reverse high lunge. Play with that one more time. Then everybody bring your left hand down and then lower your right hand, lower your left heel, transitioning to side angle. So turning to the other side of your mat. Maybe right forearm presses into right thigh, maybe left arm over the ear. Any variation of side angle. You could find the half bind, left hand behind the back, the full bind. You could frame the face with the arms. 3 breaths in side angle. Feel the space growing in the right side body, so don't collapse there. Press evenly to the front and the back foot. And then reverse the arm, or release the arm variation you had and find warrior 2. Right arm forward, left arm back. Stay low in the lunge. Right knee over ankle. If you need to come out of the lunge and come back in, go for it. Reverse warrior. Legs stay the same, stay strong. Left hand down, right hand up. One more breath. And then cartwheel the hands down, take your flow, your vinyasa. Maybe float your right foot, hovering the right leg. Down dog. Take a few breaths here. You can always lower the knees if you need to. As you're ready, left leg lift. Step the left foot forward into high lunge. We have some time here. Set up your foundation. Check out your feet all the way up to your fingertips. Straighten the back leg, draw the rib cage in, draw the belly button towards the spine. Sit a little lower in the lunge, lengthen the spine. And then reach right arm forward, left arm back. Twist. Stay with the lunge. Maybe go deeper. Reverse, left hand down, right arm up. Option to hold and stay here, or find a little more dynamic movement. Hover the right fingertips out inside the left foot and reach up and back. Playing with the balance. Everybody cartwheel your right hand down, and then bring your left hand down, side angle. Roll your right heel down, right hand comes up to the sky. Left hand can stay tented or on a block, or left forearm shifts to the left thigh. Reach the right arm overhead, roll the right shoulder back, lean the chest back. Any variation, wrap the right hand behind. One more breath of your side angle variation. Start to release the arms. So you can rise up to warrior two. Again, stay in the lunge or even widen or deepen the stance if you can. Smooth out the breath, relax the shoulders down the back. Reach forward and reverse your warrior. Legs stay still in the lunge. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Your flow of choice, maybe hover the left foot. Down dog. As you're ready, bend your knees, lift to your hands. Walk or hop forward to the top of the mat. Inhale for a flat back, lengthen the spine to reset. And fold forward again. Keep your feet hip width distance if you have any back issues, lower back pain, and then otherwise bring your toes together, heels apart, chair pose, hips down, arms up. Press the palms together at your heart, lengthen your spine. Twist to the right and just tap your right elbow or left elbow to the right thigh. Inhale, center, lengthen the spine, twist left. Keep going, little prayer twist to the left and right. Lengthen the spine each time you come through center. Keep breathing. Inhale as you lengthen that center. Exhale as you twist. One more to each side. You can do it. Sit a little lower. All right, reach the arms forward. Reach the arms back. Interlace the hands behind you. Punch the fist away from you and fold forward, keeping the arms. Heel to the feet if they're not already hip width distance apart. Keep heel toeing your feet even wider. Heels in, toes out at the edge of your mat. Release the arms, bend the knees. Come into your squat, Malasana. Press the palms here and use the elbows and the inner thighs. Lengthen the spine. See if you can keep that connection of the arms on the legs and roll onto your back. Just keep the connection, lift the head and neck and shoulders. Feel the core working. And then release. Take a full body stretch. We have just a tiny bit of core and then a little break before our last couple standing sequences. Draw the knees into the chest. Hands behind the back of the legs, side. And rock and roll into boat pose. Massage your spine here. And then find your core and balance. Hovering up in boat. Tap your toes to the ground for more support if you'd like. Or hover your toes. Palms press at heart center, long spine, just like we did in chair pose. Elbows to the right, center, left. Go at your own pace. Keep your hips, your knees stable. Feel the obliques working. One more to each side. And release. Give yourself a hug, squeeze the knees. Maybe take a full body stretch here again. Draw the knees into the chest. Take your arms wide like a T. And then float the knees to the left, but let them hover off the ground. Inhale, draw knees to center and float the knees to the right without letting them drop. Back to center. Keep going. Nice and slow to the left and right. Again, feeling the obliques kind of work to pull your knees back and to resist them from falling to the earth. One more round. When you're done, come back to center with the knees, hug the knees in, and find a happy baby. Feet to the ceiling, palms up, hands to the outer ankles or feet. Maybe roll a little side to side on the spine. Stay here, close the eyes. Take a few more breaths, either in happy baby or giving yourself a hug. you need a little water break. You could also just extend your legs and take a little Shavasana. Not the end of the practice, though it could totally be the end for you. You could stay here for the last 20 minutes or so. Hand to the belly, hand to the heart, maybe. Just take 4 more breaths wherever you are. Start to gather yourself if you're ready to move. And take your time, however you want to get to down dog, maybe a rock and roll vinyasa, maybe just roll through the fetal position or come to tabletop. Thich Nhat Hanh says, to be beautiful means to be yourself. You don't need to be accepted by others. You need to accept yourself. So accept whatever choice you're making. Whether you wanted to stay in Shavasana or stay in Happy Baby, or move to down dog for some more standing sequences. From down dog, reach the right leg high. Draw the right knee towards the right elbow. 3-legged dog. Right knee towards the left elbow. 3-legged dog. Back to the right elbow. Keep it here and then slide it like a windshield wiper to the left and right. Left and right. Your right shin is hovering, your left knee is, or your right knee is moving. 3-legged down dog. Step into warrior 2, big step forward. Open up. We've been here before. This time you can just hold it like this or play with some arm variations. Lift the palms up, roll the shoulders back, open the chest, and then reverse. Round the spine a little bit like a cat. Tuck your shoulders in and flip your palms the other way. Keep going. Legs stay stable. Arm bones. The shoulder cuff rotates all the way down your forearms to your wrist. Maybe one more like that, and then find your warrior 2. Palms down. Straighten your right leg, reach up and back, reverse triangle. Cargo the hands down, left palm plants. Easy twisted lunge, we've been here before. Right hand down, 3-legged dog, reach your right foot back. Start to walk your hands to your left foot, so you're in a standing split to the back of the mat. Relax the head. Bend both knees. Right knee comes behind the left. Shiva squat. Exhale, straighten the legs. Right heel shoots back. 2 more. Bend the knees. Squat. And straighten. Once more. Bend the knees. Straighten. Either hold your standing splits or you can play with little handstand hops. If you have a wall nearby, a little easier to play with that more confidently, or just little donkey kicks. One more little hop if you're taking them. And then land in your standing split. From here, rise all the way up, 1-legged mountain. Right knee lifts, arms up. Take your right knee to the right, and then find tree pose. So right foot on the left leg. Inhale, arms or branches high. Press the foot into thigh or shin and press back with the foot and the leg, feeling that resistance. Inhale, 1-legged mountain, right leg up. Step forward, half moon. Right hand comes down, left foot comes up. Maybe you use a block or a table or a chair. Right toes pointing forward, roll the left shoulder back. Left hand could stay on the hip or left hand reaches to the sky. See if you can play with covering your right fingertips from the ground. One more inhale. If you fall out, come back in. Exhale, find your forward fold, let it go. Sway, shake, bend the knees. And then bend your left knee deeply, left hand down, right hand to the sky, twisted forward fold. Maybe roll the wrist here or wrap the right hand behind the back. Switch sides, right hand down, right knee deeply bends, left hand to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, clamp the hands, step back, your vinyasa. From downward facing dog, inhale, left leg lifts, left knee, left elbow. Three-legged down dog. Left knee, right elbow, cross the body. Three-legged dog. Left knee to the left elbow, and then slide the left knee to the right and the left. Right, left. Three-legged down dog. Warrior two, left foot forward. Get low in your lunge. Stay here or add that arm variation. Like a little cat-cow in the spine. Lift the palms up and down. Keep pressing to that back right foot, outer edge of that right foot. And then start to make your way to traditional warrior two arms, reverse triangle. Curl the hands down, lift the back heel, twisted lunge. Left hand down, left foot back, three-legged down dog. Walk the hands to the right foot, standing split. So two straight legs, the back of the mat, and then let's take a couple Shiva squats. Left knee comes behind the right ankle. Straighten the legs. Twice more. Playing with your hands on blocks or tented fingertips. And then staying here, holding or playing with little handstand hops. Everybody meet back in the standing split. Big transition, get light through the fingers. Bend the right knee and the left knee a little bit to rise up one-legged mountain, left foot lifted this time. Open your left knee out to the left and find tree pose. Stand tall. Always the option to close the eyes to play with the balance. Lift the thigh into the foot. And then without dropping your left foot, see if you can rise back up into one-legged mountain. Envision, visualize your half moon. Big step forward with the left foot. Start to lean to your right, left hand down, right foot up. Always the option to practice this on a wall. Roll your right shoulder back, spread through your fingertips, reach your right foot back. Imagine you're pressing against a wall with that right foot. And then find your forward fold. You can take your feet wide, sway or grab the nape of your neck again. Any forward fold variation. Release the hands when you're ready, halfway lift. Let the palms step or hop lightly back. Vinyasa to down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, high lunge. Rise up, But then just relax the arms down and kind of shake out your shoulders a little bit. Release them, shimmy them out. Roll the shoulders back, squeeze them up, back and down. And then find your open arm twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. Reach up and back, exalted. We've been here before. Now we're going to add on for our peak pose. Revolved half moon. Left hand comes down, hovering. Lift off, launch off your back foot. You could also take revolved pyramid, lowering your left foot down. A lot for your right ankle. A lot of twisting. One more inhale. See if you can rise up to one-legged mountain. Left knee lifts. Open your left leg out to the left like we did for tree pose and step it back to goddess. Big step to the back of the mat. Feet wide. Hands to the inner thighs and relax your shoulders. Dipping one shoulder and then the other at your own pace. Maybe you play with lifting the heels. When you're ready, rise up, press through the heels, star pose. Curl the hands, optional vinyasa, or just knee and down dog for the second side. Take your time to get there. Downward facing dog. It's our last standing sequence with our peak pose. Inhale, left leg lifts, high lunge. But relax the shoulders here. Just shake them out. Loosen them up a little bit. Maybe roll them forward, roll them back. Then when you're ready, open arm twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Stay in the lunge, reverse it. Left hand down, right hand up. And visualize your revolved half moon or your revolved pyramid. You know where you're heading this time. Maybe walk the back foot in a little bit. Start to cartwheel, right hand down, left hand up. Lifting the back foot or stepping it in for revolved pyramid. As you're ready, one-legged mountain, right knee rises, arms up. You fell out, come back in. Reach your right knee out to the right. Step it all the way back. Deep squat, goddess. Hands to the inner thighs. Take a couple dips, and then if you'd like, you can straighten the legs, parallel the feet, and take a wide-legged forward fold to close out this side. Maybe taking the feet wider, maybe taking a twist, or reaching the hands behind you, hands behind the neck. Plenty of options. Choose your place and hold. See if you can pour a little more weight into the toes and feel a little less weight in the heels. Two more breaths. Maybe move the jaw around, the tongue around. And start to walk your hands under the chest. Inhale to lengthen the spine and walk your hands to the top of the mat. Go ahead, take yourself through a vinyasa. If you'd like, it's going to be probably one of the last vinyasas of this practice. Downward facing dog. Notice how it feels. Slowly bend the knees to a hovering tabletop and just hold. Then tap both knees down and lift them back up. Keep going like that. Tap and lift. 4 more. Stay strong through the fingers, the shoulders. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Lower the knees. Tap out the feet, tabletop. Maybe tap out the wrists. Shake out the hands. Find your tabletop. And then from tabletop, either child's pose again or the variation of embryo. So knees, shins, ankles all together, hips back, forearms along the shin, forehead to the mat. Close the eyes in your embryo pose. Letting the shoulders relax. Softening the jaw. Feeling the belly on the thighs, that nice compression. Make a choice to stay here or start to walk your hands forward. Just press your palms and you can look this way. I don't remember the name of this pose, kind of a made up pose, but you'll keep your feet tucked like we did in arrow lunge. And you'll do a little push up with your arms. So you'll press into your arms to lift your knees and your shins and round your spine like cat. And then lower your shins and your knees. Go ahead and try 3 or 4 of those little push press ups. Inhale, lift. And exhale to lower. 2 more. And when you're ready, walking your hands forward, your feet back. Final down dog of the practice. I think we might do 1 more after this because we're going to lift the right leg up, step the right foot outside the right hand, lizard pose. First, start with the back knee lifted, lengthen the spine, and then lower the back knee. Stay here or lower to the forearms, or take it into a quad stretch with the back foot, back knee bent, left knee bent, right hand into the. We've done a lot of twisting today, so this is another twist with the right hand to the left foot. If you don't want so much of a twist, you could take same foot and hands to meet. Slow the breath. And as you're ready, you can gently release the quad stretch. Heel toe the right foot, the right shin across for a half pigeon. Shift the weight, straighten the back leg, and then start to fold with a long spine for your sleeping half pigeon. You won't be here for so long. Take a few breaths, settle into it. As you're ready, start to press into the palms. Find a 3-legged dog. This is your last chance for a vinyasa, and this is truly the final downward facing dog of this practice. As you're ready, the left leg lifts, stepping the left foot outside the left hand. Stay lifted to lengthen the spine, and then right knee comes down. Maybe forearms come down. Maybe your back foot bends for the quad stretch, choosing your lizard variation. And you can take the quad stretch with or without that twist. Be sure to hydrate after all the twists we've done to detoxify after the practice. One more breath. Release the back thigh if you have it. Everybody heel toe the left foot across. You could always take pigeon on the back, figure 4, lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders back. Forward fold into your sleeping pigeon. You can always rest on a pillow or a sweatshirt. Make a pillow with your hand. Just a few cycles of breath. How quickly can your body drop into that relaxing, restorative space? Deepening the exhale, maybe a audible sigh to stimulate the vagus nerve. Press into the palms. And then roll all the way onto your back. So bring your right foot forward. Squeeze your knees in. Give yourself a hug. Roll side to side. And you can choose if you want one more twist. We've twisted a lot already. A spinal twist, knees to the right or knees to the left, or maybe eagle wrap the legs for a deeper twist. If you want a happy baby, if you want to go straight into Shavasana and have an extra 30 seconds or so. Last 15 or so cycles of breath to move, and then everybody will find stillness. Is there something your body is craving? Maybe it's craving restoration, corpse pose right now. So honor that. Having whatever props you need and quietly shifting into stillness. I'll start us off with a Joseph Campbell quote, and we'll end with another something. If the path before you is clear, you're probably on someone else's. So again, choosing your way to enter Shavasana swiftly, closing the eyes, and I'll give you some silence for a few minutes here.
How you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. Rupi Kaur. Take some big breaths. Choose to stay in Shavasana. What is the most loving choice for your body right now? Or choose to wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, so we can close the practice together. Taking your time to find a seat, lengthening the spine. And let's take one last breath, whether you're lying in Shavasana or sitting tall. Bring the hands to heart center if that resonates. Exhale all the air out. Inhale to fill up and give it back. Let it go. Nice practice, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Have a good rest of your day, weekend.